Got my line. What's cracking, guys? Omar Isuf here, back with another video. In this video today, it's a training video. This is what you guys want to see. And guess what? I'm going for another PR, volume PR, right? Remember, there are different ways you can evaluate your progress. Essentially, when you have more weight on the bar, that's progress. If you do more reps at the same weight, that's also progress. Really, when it comes to strength training or trying to get better, you just want to focus on that small, incremental progress, that small, slow weight that you put on the bar. So for me, you guys know probably that I want to increase that overhead press. I got 100 kilos end of last year. I want 110 kilos, 242 pounds. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. I'm going to put all my damn effort in it, so I'm planning it out. The next PR from 100 kilos would be 102.5, so that's like 226 pounds. I'm going to be attempting that within the next 4 weeks. But in order to do that, you have to build, once again, that good volume, that strength base. And how you do that, you evaluate based upon your previous numbers, whether you're able to surpass them. And that's honestly strength in a nutshell. So let me break this down, what's going on. I'm going to talk a little bit about that mental aspect when it comes to lifting as well. But today, you guys should know, like I said before, I will be revealing some weightlifting soon for February. I'm working with the Wizard. There's a whole plan. There's a master plan behind all this. I'm doing that 5 times a week. So I come in every single time I train and I do weightlifting beforehand. What I'm going to show you today is the other stuff, right? The accessory movements, kind of strength movements I do, things towards trying to build muscle. And so the movement today that I want to focus on, once again, is the overhead press. I really care about the overhead press. I was never great at it, but I want to become pretty good at it. And so right now I think I had it would be the equivalent of like a 44-pound plus over my body weight overhead press. So I was 176 when I did 220. I want to weigh about 184, 185 when I do 242. So once again, that'd be probably like 57, 56 pounds over body weight. I think that'd be pretty damn cool. So in this video today, what you're going to see is an attempt right now to hit a volume PR. My best 5-rep max was 85 kilos, 187 pounds, 187.31, because all those pounds, you feel them when you're pressing. Let me tell you something. I did 5 reps. And that 5th rep last time was an absolute max. Like, that's all I had in me. I wanted to go today for 6 reps. Yeah, it's true. 1 more fucking rep. You'd be surprised how much 1 more rep means when you're going for volume, because that indicates, once again, progress. You're on the right track. And if you use rep calculators, I've once again talked about that before, how they're not extremely accurate when it comes to trying to predict your 1 rep max. But if you do 1 more rep, so instead of doing 187 for 5, you do 187 for 6, that probably means that you have a new 1 rep max, all other things being equal. So came in today, was hopped up on a little bit of caffeine, had some coffee, did my workout, then I focused on the overhead press, warmed up, and honestly, that's why people ask me to talk a little bit about the mental aspect. When I commit to something, like, there is no end, if or but, I'm going to get it. And I think that's a very important quality, that stick-to-itness. Like, when you have a commitment, when you write down goals, you have to not only try and get towards them, but it's almost by any means necessary. And what I mean by that is that sometimes the rep quality is not going to be ideal, okay? I'm going to show you on this set what happened. I'm warming up now. I'm going to go for 85 kilos, 187.3 pounds, and I'm going to go for 6 repetitions. So guys, as you can see, I got a new rep PR. I did it for 6 reps, and once again, I know this sounds kind of small, like, man, 1 fucking rep, you're making a whole fucking video about 1 rep, but trust me, in the totality of training, this means I'm setting myself up for another all-time 1 rep max on the overhead press. But I don't know if you noticed, on that 6th rep, I was shaking like a damn leaf, okay? The agony and the ecstasy, right? When the pain of doing it, where I felt. For me, when I do the overhead press, when I go for a couple reps, if it's like a 3-5 rep max, I try and hold my breath for as many reps as possible because I have that torso rigidity. I'm just in that groove. And by the time I got to that 5th rep, I was running out of steam, but I did not want to stop and take a big breath, so I just decided to suck it up. And so I lost some of that tightness, and I think it's a good indication if you got the overhead press rocking properly, if you feel like kind of your quads burning, glutes, the whole thing. And by the end of it, kind of that IT, the outer quads, from just squeezing my legs so hard to balance that weight, they were on fire. And so I got that PR. This means, once again, within 4 weeks, new, hopefully, 1 rep max on the overhead press. Your boy's damn excited. Like I said, it's all about that small incremental improvement over time. That's training in a nutshell. You got to do it because you enjoy it, and I like that process. I like to know that if I put in time and effort into something, there is that reward, right? The discipline, the focus that you build, but also then seeing the numbers go up, which is kind of that validation that what you're doing is working. So I did a lot of other accessory movements that are conducive to my goals. Did some of those pull-ups. I did also some other pressing movements. I did some light work. I keep the volume kind of short, or kind of low, I should say, because I am doing that weightlifting. And I also, these days, because I train 5 times, and I'll make a video on this, not 6 times per week, I basically do a full body routine every single workout because I want to incorporate a lot of different goals that I have. And guess what? They're all happening. Everything's gravy. Final thing I want to say, I'm going to be ending this mini cut. I actually currently weighed in at like 81 kilos. It was like 178-ish pounds. And my stomach is so light, I need to eat food, that on that belt, the custom belt that I got, I was on the last, it's a medium size, and I was on the tightest notch. Previously, when I did 100 kilos, it was on the second tightest one. So I got to gain some weight. I know that it's close to happening. I'm just finishing this up right here so I could, feel lean, feel good, go into this lean mass phase, guns a-blazing, and hit all the PRs I set out to do. Guys, that's pretty much the video. That's all I wanted to say. Focus on the big picture. Sometimes we get caught up, and I'm guilty of this too, when you just want to see that 1 rep increase, that 1 rep max. Like you want to go from like a 300-pound squat to like a 315 squat. But really what you need to take a look at is all the work leading up to your 315 attempt to verify that you're on track. Like how are your 5 rep maxes, your 3 rep maxes? How is overall training going? How's the weight feeling? And those are the best indicators when to attempt PRs. And that's why in general, besides that YOLO, 315 incline press I just decided to go for, I always plan out my PR attempts, and therefore I always get them because there's evidence supporting that I got it. And from a mental aspect, when you commit to something, you got to follow through with it. Anyways, guys, that is the video. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked the video, if you want to see more training videos, make sure to like the damn video. I'm looking right at you. We're atmospheric as fuck inside here. And I'll be seeing all you guys, my rascals, in that next video. Peace.
Let's go, sexy.
Eat your vegetables, eat your vegetables, eat your fucking vegetables.